Former Prime Minister Najib Razak has listed 7 COVID-19 blunders that the Perikatan Nasional-led government made, which have led to Malaysia becoming one of the worst affected countries in the world. The first of the 7 mistakes, Najib said, was the government's move to allow foreigners to self-quarantine at home in June 2020. Although it reversed the policy a month later, Najib said it was too late as a new COVID-19 variant had entered the country and created the Sivagangga cluster. This led to a surge in cases in the north. Another mistake, Najib said, was the government's requirement for those returning from Sabah after the state election to undergo only a 3-day quarantine. He also cited Putrajaya's move to allow interstate travel and tourism activities in December 2020 when there were around 1,600 cases a day, despite the fact that Putrajaya had sought an emergency declaration when only around 500 cases were detected a day in November. A month later, Najib said, daily cases rose beyond the 2,000 mark, resulting in the government again seeking a declaration of emergency. Najib said the government blundered again when it reduced the quarantine period for foreigners from 14 days to 7, and then to 10 days in December 2020 when new variants were being detected. Another blunder, Najib said, was the implementation of a half-baked second movement control order where factories were allowed to operate, a mistake that was repeated in subsequent lockdowns. Despite the rise in cases and school clusters, Najib said the government allowed schooling to continue, and as a result, school children who were asymptomatic ended up bringing the virus home. The government's latest blunder, Najib said, was waiting for intensive care unit capacity to hit 103% before instituting a total lockdown despite warnings about the situation since April. While COVID-19 affected the whole world, Najib said Malaysia had become among the worst hit, both in terms of the pandemic and the economy for no reason.